What's up YouTube, Narghul here back with another warrior video. I already made a Fury Prot video which you can find on top right corner, but in this video I decided to go a bit more into details. So I was getting a lot of questions in game. What's the BIS or best in slot gear for Fury Prot Warrior in Classic WoW / Classic Hardcore and Turtle WoW? The answer is simple. There is no such thing. There is no such thing as a BIS when it comes to Fury Prot Warriors. You will always swap your gear here and there depending of the situation you are in, such as power of your healers, power of your DPS, how hard the boss you encounter hits, are you the main tank or just an off tank, and the list goes on and on. So common sense is that you will need a bit more chunky gear, aka mitigation gear, if your healers aren't that good. This means that your DPS should watch their threat. If you have good healers with you and bad DPS, it's vice versa. You want offensive items and you want to pump as much threat as possible. If we were talking about mitigation gear or pure Fury DPS gear, yes, there is a BIS, best in slot lists for mitigation and pure Fury DPS specs. When it comes to Fury Prot, like I said, there is no such thing. You work with what you have. Also, a lot of people ask me about my add-ons, especially in-game and on my previous videos, so I'll share my add-ons in this video with you as well. Alright, let's cover Fury Prot first, and what's that sweet spot you should aim for. But let me tell you something first. Fury Prot isn't for everyone. You have to be a bit advanced warrior player to play as a Fury Prot. Fury Prot is a unique build when it comes to Classic WoW, Classic Hardcore and Turtle WoW. You want defensive gear to lower the stress, pressure and high amount of mana drains on your healers, but in the same time you want offensive gear as well in order to produce more damage. Producing more damage results in producing more TPS. TPS stands for threat per second, so that your DPS can fully unleash their potential without worrying they will pull aggro. To produce more threat per second, the most powerful abilities are Bloodthirst, Heroic Strike, Revenge, etc, etc. But in defensive stance and having Defiance talent in your Prot tree. So first of all, let's talk about best classes when it comes to tanking in Classic WoW and Turtle WoW. On Alliance you will pick up humans. Humans on Classic WoW have +5 increased swords and the maces, which is huge. On Turtle WoW it's +3. However, on Turtle WoW you can get Ancient Warfare text, which is really cheap now because it's overfarmed. It costs like 40 gold on auction house. Ancient Warfare text will get you to 308 weapon skill when it comes to swords. Then you have weapons such as Maladat, Ruined Blade of the Black Dragonflight, Anasterian's Legacy, which is dropped in Karazhan 10. Which is an amazing sword. I am using both of them at the moment. I'm using Maladat and I'm using Anasterian's Legacy, and they are doing amazing job. Then you have a Crystal Sword of the Blossom from Emerald Sanctum. They all increase swords and they will get you to 315 swords. Increased skill, which is cap when it comes to glancing blows. Reducing glancing blows is of crucial importance for both tanks and melee DPS, cause your white attacks won't miss that much anymore. it will also increase your white damage, which means more damage, which means more threat per second. On Horde side, you will pick up trolls because of berserking. Berserking increases your speed, which increases your damage, which increases your threat per second. The first thing you should pay attention when you play as a Fury Prot warrior is the power of your healers. The more they can heal, the less mitigation you need. However, if your healers aren't that geared or good, you want to put more mitigation gear and tell your DPS to watch their threat, since mitigation gear results in more defense, which results in less damage, which results in less threat per second. Voice communication between healers and tanks is a must, but hold on a moment. What are glancing blows in World of Warcraft in the first place? Glancing blows are combat events that can occur when fighting an NPC 3 levels higher than you. Bosses are 3 levels higher than you. Glancing blows occur only on white damage and results in white attacks having its damage reduced in proportion to the difference between attacker's weapon skill. Let me simplify this for you guys. A glancing blow only occurs on white melee attacks and does less damage than a normal attack. Lower weapon skill equals to less damage. Bigger weapon skill equals to more damage, which equals to more DPS or threat per second. Also, the more weapon skill you have, the less chance for your attacks to miss, which equals to less hit as well. Now let's jump on talent points so I could show you my build, which is awesome for main tanking, off tanking, and even for DPSing. Because in the end you want to do as much damage as possible, even as an off tank. Don't be that guy I'm tanking cross or blue or moon. I'm gonna just spam taunt on it, thunder armor and heroic strike here and there. You want to do as much DPS as possible, even as an off tank. Alright, so when it comes to talents, to my talents, this is how it looks like at the moment. When I'm doing BWL, when I'm doing AQ40, Naxxramas, and all that kind of things. This build of mine works perfectly. I'm not 100% sure that it will work as a main tank in Karazhan 40, but as an off tank, I'm pretty sure that it will.
Oof.
Alright, so these are my talent points, and I can guarantee you 100% that these talent points are amazing, and that they will carry you in every single raid, including Kara 40. Well, you might need to put some mitigation, a little bit more mitigation gear for Kara 40 when it comes out, but these talent points allows you to stay alive, and they allow you to do as much TPS threat per second as possible, of course depending on your gear. Fury Prot warrior and warrior overall depends on gear, that's fact. Alright, so over here we have cruelty, 5 out of 5. Then we have dual wield spec, which increases the damage done by your offhand weapon by 25% and your chance to hit with your offhand weapon by 10%. That's huge. That's huge. This talent is amazing, especially because they have put it over here on the second row. If you know what I mean. Then we have Unbridled Wrath, which is a garbage talent. But what's there is there. we need it to proceed down. So it gives you 15 chance to generate an additional rage point when you deal melee damage with a weapon. One rage point, 15% chance. That's garbage. But oh well, what's there is there. Then we have improved shouts. Increases the melee attack power bonus of your battle shout by 25% and increases the melee attack power reduction of your demoralizing shout by 40%. Huge, huge, huge. You want this. Blood Craze. Another garbage talent regenerates 6% of your total health over 6 seconds after being the victim of a critical strike. But we need it for Enrage. Enrage gives you a 25% melee damage bonus for 8 seconds after being the victim of a critical strike. On Turtle WoW, it works a little bit different. I mean, tooltip is right, but every single time you use Blood Rage, you are getting Enrage. So make sure that before you start tanking the boss, make sure that you min-max that Blood Rage and take every single second of Enrage, which will result in more DPS, which will result in more DPS. Like I said, threat per second. Then we have a Deathwish, of course. Deathwish, you all know what this is. This is amazing talent. Then we have Flurry, another amazing talent which increases your attack speed by 30% for your next 3 swings after dealing a melee critical strike. And then we have Bloodthirst. However, on Turtle WoW devs made the Bloodthirst a little bit different than on vanilla, aka classic World of Warcraft. So it says instantly perform a reckless attack, dealing 80 damage plus 30% of your attack power, but also a self-inflicted attack for a half of that damage. So be careful not to kill yourself with Bloodthirst. And bear in mind that Bloodthirst is depending on AP, attack power. So that will be 31 in Fury tree. Then we have a 20 in Protection tree. Improved Blood Rage increases the instant rage generated by your Blood Rage ability by 10. This is amazing for opening. So like I said, Blood Rage, you will be immediately on 20, 25, 30 rage points, especially if you hit the boss. Then you will proc and rage. Then you can go into Bloodthirst, into Thunder Armor, into Heroic Strike, or Revenge, depends on situation. Then we have Last Stand. You all know what Last Stand is. Then we have Toughness, increases your armor value from items by 10% and the amount of damage absorbed by your shield by 15%. Another amazing talent. Over here we have Defiance. Of course, increases the threat generated while in defensive stance by an additional 15%. Defensive stance, Defiance, Bloodthirst, Heroic Strike, Revenge, Cleave, all that good stuff. So over here, I did put 2 out of 3 points in Anticipation. Just because why not? I wanted to make myself a little bit more chunky because I don't know with what kind of healers I'm dealing with. You could put 2 points in Improved Revenge, which gives your Revenge a 30% chance to stun the target, but that's totally irrelevant because bosses cannot be stunned, and reduces its cooldown by 1 second. 1 second cooldown reduction on revenge is bad. I mean, it's not that bad, but oh yes, it is. I would go for anticipation simply because it increases your defense skill by 14. Now, 14 defense skill is amazing. That's literally best in slot trinket when it comes to mitigation. 14 defense is a lot. When it comes to defense, I would also like to point out that you want to get rid of items that gives you, for example, 1% to dodge. That gives you, for example, 1% to parry, and all that kind of bullshit. You want pure defense. You want pure defense, if you know what I mean, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so 31 in Fury tree and 20 in Protection tree. That will be pretty much it when it comes to talents. Briefly explained. Now I could go more, I could go deeper and deeper, but it doesn't really make sense because I'm trying to make a video as short as possible. Yeah. All right, let's move on. All right, so since many of you asked what add-ons I am using, you can find it over here. So let's go. Narghul. This is armor and debuff frame that you see under my targets, under my target, literally that. So super wow ADF by Atreo. An amazing add-on that helps you track thunder armor, warlock curses, uh, all that kind of stuff. Thunderclap, Thunder Fury, literally everything. Then we have Atlas Loot, but Atlas Loot Turtle Valve edition. Then we have Aux, which is an amazing auction house replacement. It makes your life much easier. For example, you have like 10 black lotuses, so you don't have to put them all manually. You can just separate them and put them each black put each black lotus in separate window. How can I explain? You know what I mean? With just one click, tap, and black lotus will just go. And you can also, let me log in game and let me show you what it actually does. Aux is really good. So for example, let's try to buy to Mighty Rage portion. So you will see over here percentage. So this 108%, this is the cheapest. 111, that's orange, that's already more expensive, and this is 119, that's really expensive. Furthermore, what you can do is you can also move the window over here like this. So post, for example, I want to post dense dynamites, but I want to post them one by one. You know what I mean? So all you can do is just simply put one over here, and that will post all your dense dynamites. Simple as that. Simple as that. You can also, if you get confused somewhere, you can replace it with Blizzard UI. So yeah, auctions, as you can see, dense dynamites are all over the place. If you want to sell them in bulks, by all means you can do that. For example, like this hop auction created. Now let's move to another add-on. Let's go. Narghul, Bagnon, of course. Bagnon and the Bagnon core, an amazing add-on in classic WoW and Turtle WoW. So it allows you to have this beautiful customizable bags. All kind of thing is over here, so you can lock position so that you can't move it anymore. You can reverse bag ordering, stay on screen, background. You can even make a background. You can make columns like this, for example, but I prefer like this. You can have spacing between the items, but I like to be something like this. You have scale, you have opacity. For example, if you want something like this, this is really amazing. But I like to keep my like this, and then you have a layer exactly. Next, what do we have? What do we have? I hope that those dynamites won't get sold because I need them. Better character stats and cool line. Alright, so better character stats. Let's go. Better character stats. So weapon skill. You have that. So literally better character stats. Weapon skill, damage, speed, power, hit rating, crit chance. Then you have melee versus boss weapon skill 313, miss 0 point, dodge chance, glance damage 95%, crit cap, F crit effective critical chance. If you are under your crit cap, this will match your normal crit chance. If you are over your crit cap, this will be your crit cap. So all that kind of stuff. What I love to do as a tank is to have defenses over here and melee over here. Next, we are going for cool line. Cool line is what you see over here. You see this beautiful line over here. So let me do Enrage, for example. You see, Enrage has 1 minute cooldown, and it's already going slowly on the left side. When it hits 0, it will glow with a big icon, which means the ability is ready. Right, you get the idea. So yeah, it's the same with everything. So, for example, let me pop one Juju power. Juju power, there we go. We can see Juju power over there. 30 minutes. Actually, no, 1 minute. 1 minute cooldown. So yeah, let's wait for Blood Rage. 10 seconds. This is 3 seconds. This is 1 second, and this is 0 when your ability is actually ready. So 3, 2, 1, 0. Boom. Blood Rage ready again. That will be pretty much it for a cool line and to Bagnon. Then we have Gutterer, which is a really amazing add-on. Gutterer and item rack. Gutterer and that item rack. Let's cover them. Also, so I have a herbalism and engineering. Herbalism just to farm those black lotuses and all that kind of stuff. So this is Gutterer. This is Gutterer, which allows you to track your already found herbalism, mining, all that kind of stuff. So I've been doing some herbalism over here in Eastern Plague Lands. So yeah, it remembers every single plant, every single Black Lotus, Plague Bloom, Dream Foil, every single rich thorium vein, every single mithril. You get the idea. It's really amazing. Then we have let me see. What I wanted to show you. Got the item rack and KL treat meter. So item rack is amazing. Item rack is amazing add-on. It's a must-have one. Because let me show you what it does. Hold on a second. This is outfitter and this is item rack over here. So I'm using item rack just if you remember when I was talking how to switch and when to switch gear in order to fight the boss the way you want. So if you have lower healers, for example, okay, let me put my Fury Prot. This is my standard Fury Prot gear over here. If I want to go a little bit beefy, I will put my tier 3 helm, tier 3 shoulders, tier 3 chest, tier 3 breast, or I will just go to outfitter and I will go full mitigation if that's necessary. But this is for Sapphiron, Maexna, and all those hard-hitting bosses in an Extramas. But yeah, you get the idea. So over here I have a really nice bar of what to change. So for example, like this rings also, Band of Akuria, Master Dragonflail's ring, Quick Strike ring, boots. For example, if I want DPS, like a pure DPS, there it is. This is my DPS set. So yeah, you get the idea of outfitter and item rack. Really, really amazing add-ons. So it's a must-have. It's a must-have, of course. Then we have threat meter. Like I said, threat meter is amazing. It's a must-have as a tank. It's a must-have. Mixed scrolling battle text. So this is glowing. Let me show you. Let me show you over here. Let me show you what it actually does. It's customizable. It's customizable, and I will just show you what it actually does. Let's find some target dummies, and DPS them. Let's do some damage over here, brother. All right. Okay, so very simple. Very, very simple. Let me find the target dummy. All right, you see this from left and right side. You see this kind of thing is. See that you see this beautiful text going. This is the add-on mix scrolling battle text. It's really amazing. It helped me track as you can parry, miss 69 glancing, 209 glancing, parry, miss 2 hits, 38 blocked, missed, glancing, dodge, all that kind of stuff. So it's very useful. It's beautiful and it's useful. It's very, very useful. All right. What I wanted to show you next. Let me just log out. Now we have outfitter roid macros. Roid macros is a must, of course. Vanilla macros on steroids for every single macro that you want to create. For example, I will give you an example. Let me log in the game. Okay, so without roid macros, this macro won't be possible. So over here I have it's not really a simple macro, but thanks to roids, it's possible. So on one button, I can just swap my two-handed and shield over here. But this is thanks to roid macros. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. Hop, if I feel comfortable tanking dual wielding as a dual wield, I will go with Maladat and Anasterian's Legacy. If things go south, if you know what I mean, if I'm getting below 30%, if my healers are getting out of mana, etc., etc., I will immediately equip the Face of Death, and I will block and all that kind of stuff. This is just one of examples of roid macros. It's really nice. It's really nice. I mean, I could do it with item rack over here, but that will this is just clicking, you know, and I hate clicking in World of Warcraft. So I mean, by all means, get roid macros. It will help you a lot. Not only with this, it will help you a lot with every single macro over there. Next add-on. Let me see. Over here. Stubby. This is a really useful add-ons which allows on-demand add-ons to load automatically based upon simple event notification hooks. This add-on is licensed under the GNU GPL. Anyways, Stubby is an add-on that prevents. How can I say? How can I explain myself? It's an add-on that prevents. Other add-ons getting fucked by other add-ons, if that makes any sense, you know. So that there is no how can I say, errors between each of these add-ons. Stubby is taking care of that. Then we have trinket menu. Of course, trinket menu is a must. It's one of the best add-on. I mean, best add-on when it comes to trinkets. Really useful one. You can do miracles with this add-on. So for example, you can put them in queue. If you want, you can prioritize them, but I like to keep it simple. So for example, let's this is Fury Prot. If I want to put my life giving gem, I'm just right clicking on it. If I want to put I don't know, mark of the champion, I'm gonna left click on it, etc., etc. You know what I mean. So yeah, but you can put them in queue also. And that's pretty much it. If I want to put my mount speed crickets, just like that, left click, right click. If I want to make sure that drakes in BWL or 4 horsemen are not resisting my taunt, I will just use Nut Puggle's broken rail, which increases the chance to hit with spells by 10% for 15 seconds. If you didn't know, taunt is a spell, not ability. So it's based on your spell hit. It depends on your spell hit. Yeah. Next, we have I got a whisper. Sorry, I missed that. Whoever you are, mate. PF Quest Turtle WoW. This is a must for leveling, because especially PF Quest Turtle WoW, which is add-on of PF Quest. This is for leveling. Then we have a PF UI. This is amazing. This is amazing add-on for UI. You won't find a better UI add-on when it comes to private servers UI. So it's fully customizable. I couldn't find a guide for this add-on anywhere on YouTube, so I'm thinking that I'll make one. But this add-on is huge. This add-on is really huge, and it has a lot of options. It has a lot of options. You can literally do anything with this add-on. The only thing you need is patience, because it took me a long time to set my UI how I want it to be. You know what I mean? Look how many options you have over here. Look how many options you have over here. And by the way, if something is bugging you, you just search. For example, let's search for experience bar, XP bar, XP. There we go. Disable module, XP bar, minimap size, blah 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 blah, all that kind of things. Then we have a minimap. You can fully customize minimap over here, buffs, totem icons, player buffs bar, player debuff bar, and all that. Let's put it this way: what's Elf UI in World of Warcraft Classic? That's PF UI on private servers. I will say that PF UI is even better than Elf UI. Enough of that. Then we have a warrior hood, which is amazing add-on. Warrior hood, when it comes to a warrior hood, it's designed especially for warriors. A hood, especially for warriors, displays the amount of rage, warrior cooldowns, and alerts over power abilities and usability. But what's most important, the amount of rage and warrior cooldowns. Then we have a TW threat meter. This is a must, of course. This is especially for tanks and DPS. This is a must. This is a threat meter, and I have a Pepe Popo Big Wigs. That's pretty much it when it comes to add-ons. Now, maybe I'm missing some add-ons over here. I didn't really explore that much, because what I currently have satisfies me. You know what I mean? What I currently have satisfies me, and I didn't look furthermore, because I literally have everything over here. I have everything over here. So yeah. That will be pretty much when it comes to add-ons. PF I always also allows you to move things around just like that. Talents and everything. As you can see, Cool Line is doing perfect job over here, so that I can use my Gift of Life, aka life giving gem, etc, etc, etc. So that will be briefly pretty much when it comes to add-ons. Clicking versus keybinding. When it comes to clicking versus keybinding, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, we are talking about a game that's almost 25 years old. Keybinding ability slash spell slash macro is much better and faster than clicking it. You do not want to go around clicking your abilities. You want to bind them. Use your mouse buttons. Use Control and Shift and combine them. Use other letters on your keyboard. Improvise. Use your imagination. It will take you some time to get used on your new key bindings, but eventually, with a bit of patience and sheer will, you will succeed. It will drastically increase your performance in both PvE and PvP. I am not saying that you should bind, I don't know, food for example, but everything else, yes, you should bind. It's almost 2025. Bind it, lads. Anyway, this is the end of the video. If you found this video helpful, feel free to share, smash that sub button, and comment down below. Cheers, cheers, cheers.